This week, I wanted to take you along with me and go thrift shopping and then hang out at home. I have a bunch of items that I got from my last clothing swap, and I definitely want to show them to you. And I also finally found the courage to repot my dying plants. If you have a green thumb, I would actually love your advice. I also wanted to make a delicious mousse au chocolat, the easiest dessert. It is a French recipe. I hope you're gonna have a good time with me. And we started this week on a very nice and sunny day. Good morning. I am heading to the thrift shop today and I'm hoping to find some good pieces for my fall wardrobe. One little tip for when you're going thrift shopping for clothing, you can think about what you're wearing to make the try-ons way easier. So in my case, I just literally chose this dress, very easy to put on and off. It's literally just a t-shirt dress. For my underwear, I chose some nude underwear because depending on what I'm going to try on, the pair of underwear that I'm wearing is the most invisible. If I want to try light tops or things like that, I want to see what it would look like. It's time to head out, so I will see you in the shop. I am done with my shopping and it was not the most successful trip. The first store that I went to was not great. I just couldn't find anything. I was also on the phone and I find it very difficult to focus on the aisle when I'm talking to somebody, so that was difficult. Then I went to the second store that I just showed you and it is one of my favorites. I did end up buying that skirt. I hope I'm not going to regret it because it does require some adjustment. The waist is way too tight. Sometimes the pocket is built with the lining, but this time it was done with the same fabric as the outside layer of the skirt, so it means I can use the pocket to make it bigger at the waist. It's time for me to show you my finds at the clothing swap I went to last week. In my closet swap video, I mentioned that I was going to attend a clothing swap. If you haven't watched my closet swap, I highly recommend it. So I went and I got a lot of great finds and I'm excited to share my finds with you. This is not the fanciest item, but it's the first item that I just tried on to show you guys. Obviously, it is a nightgown and it is the most comfortable, soft fabric. I really like it. I just like the inscription. I think it's just cute, you know, very simple, need sleep kind of thing with a little dot too. It's cute. It's really nothing special, but I am definitely going to use this. I like to wear clothes when I'm sleeping, but obviously I prefer pajamas and very, very soft fabric. So this is actually a great addition. Next up is this pair of pants. It is a relaxed fabric, probably it seems to be like a linen blend or a cotton blend. Wide leg pant. I just noticed that one of the hem is undone, so I'm just gonna have to resew the hem. Not a big deal for a seamstress, right? It's nice and comfortable. Maybe not the most flattering for me in the back, but I do have a butt pad that I use in that kind of situation to make it look a little better. It also has this cute detail here in the front. I feel like you can easily dress this up or down. I'm actually going to show it to you styled differently with a top that I found at the swap and a pair of heels, and let's compare. Full outfit, free $99 from head to toe, as these shoes were from a previous clothing swap. I actually talked about them in my closet swap video. So this top here is also new. I also got it the other day at the swap, so as you can see, it's styled differently and I think it's a great outfit. I feel very elegant and comfortable. Of course the pants need ironing and I do need to redo the hem on the right leg, but otherwise it's really cute. You can still see my bra here, so maybe it's even better completely braless for this top, but it is such a nice print, such a delicate print. Quite often in these kind of tops you don't get a very dark black, but here it's really in good condition and it's a very comfortable ribbed knit with princess seams, so it's very fitting, super feminine. It's actually a bodysuit. Nowadays I kind of, when I have bodysuits, I don't necessarily always close it. So right now it's not even closed and it actually works. It's very comfortable. You can't even tell. So really like this. Now this one I love. I mean, it's so pretty. This is Banana Republic. It's honestly, it looks as if it was never worn. Super feminine. I really like the length. The funny thing about this one is that I didn't even notice when I tried it on that the hem is actually not at the same length all of the way around, so it's longer in the front and back and shorter on the sides. I typically am not a fan of asymmetrical hems, but maybe I'll keep it this way, or maybe I'll just shorten the front so that the hem is the same length all the way around. I really like the bow detail in the waist, and the top portion here you can actually adjust. You can make it larger and cover more of the front, which I think is really elegant, or you can also kind of gather it even more, and so it gives you a different look entirely. I think what suits me best is probably a wider neckline. It has some buttons in the front all the way to the bottom, well, up until the knee. The fabric is probably a blend, maybe cotton, linen, and something else. I need to check. This was definitely a score because I just checked and it is 100% linen and the lining is 100% cotton. So that's amazing. It has pockets, which we love. I think it's really beautiful. I really like this. So I'm very happy to add this to my wardrobe. I like Banana Republic. I think it's a good brand. When I worked in the corporate world, I would buy my dresses there. So really cool addition. Probably my favorite item from the whole swap because it's like the fanciest. So finally we've got this very basic, simple, comfortable hoodie, I guess, with a zipper in the front, so it's sort of like a cardigan hoodie. It is a bit peeling, but I do have my razor that I can use on this fabric to remove the peeling. I actually used that razor to remove lint or peeling on my couch, and I showed that in my living room makeover. If you want to check out the video, it had a lot of views, so I guess it's a cool one to watch. Great to hang out at home and just be, you know, nice and cozy and comfortable. It seems to be a good quality. Aside from the peeling, it's not bad at all. I did find some loungewear, as you saw at the swap, but not really exactly what I was looking for, what I needed specifically. So this is a little bit of an exception. I did buy 2 new items. These sweatpants are from Vori. Vuori. I got 2 pairs. These are really nice, extremely soft and comfortable. My friend recommended them to me. I needed some high quality sweatpants, and I think that's exactly what I got here. I thought that they were gonna be a thick fabric, which is what I was originally looking for, but these are a very thin fabric. But really it is buttery soft, and I think it's a good fit. Very comfortable. I can totally wear these pants for when I'm editing or when I'm going for a walk, and that's really what I needed. I picked a black pair and a beige pair, and I will put on the screen what the models are exactly if you want to check them out. Sorry, I'm modeling with my with my flip-flops here, but that's really what I'm the most comfortable in. So, and on the website I saw that you could also wear it like this at the waist, which is also a cool look, but obviously it raises the entire pair of pants, and it's not as high-waisted when you do that. So I don't know, I think I prefer just like this. But the pop of color with the little bow is kind of cute, especially with this top. And speaking of bow, I actually, as I opened the package, I was tired. I knew something was gonna be off. I decided to use scissors to open the package, and obviously I cut the cord on the other pants. I'll show you in a minute. I basically accidentally cut the cord here, so I just stitched it back and then added some fray check. You can barely tell, but I definitely was a bit annoyed. Here is the pair of beige or off-white or cream sweatpants that I got, same brand, same website, on Vuori. Maybe not the best underwear to wear with these. A very practical garment to have in your wardrobe if you need loungewear. And it was true to size. I ordered an M, and it's definitely the good fit. I'm finally mentally ready to repot my plants. The reason why I've been putting this off is because I literally just have to take my gardening materials out of this laundry closet. It is stored on top of the machines and it's hard to access, but really it's not that big a deal. Hopefully you find motivation to tackle one thing you wanted to do. In my case, it's just about literally pulling these items out of the closet. I'm gonna do it. I can do it. It's not that much of an effort. So I'm gonna grab this chair and I'm gonna get everything I need. I almost feel like I am hosting a gardening show, but that's not what this is. I do want to show you what the situation is. I've got 4 plants that need love for sure. This first one is obviously a snake plant. It's a gift from my dear friend Lindsay, and she brought it up the other day, and it just needs a fancy pot. This could work, or I can put it in this gold pot, and maybe that's what I'll do, because this plant is my second issue, almost dying. It was doing really well, but it was overwatered over the summer, and now I think it's in a really bad shape. So it's a pothos mixed with a different kind of pothos. So this one I'm going to completely actually undo. This one, it's dying. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll see what I can do with this one. It's an aloe. And this 4th one was overwatered as well. There is mold in the soil, so I just need to repot it. So I like to use some clay balls at the bottom of my pots and at the top. Oh, these three are really so sad. I will see if I can somehow resurrect them by just leaving them in some water. On another note, I'm recycling this compost bag that was used at Trader Joe's to wrap my eggs. I typically ask them not to do extra wrapping, but this time I just didn't pay attention. So I'm glad to be able to reuse this bag. This soil just has an unpleasant smell. It was definitely overwatered. I don't think I should reuse it. It definitely has mold. I have to look up what to do with my aloe stems that broke. That stem. This also I'm gonna toss. I guess I could reuse the rocks. It absorbs the moisture, the excess moisture. So the snake plant was already doing well. I'm just gonna water it a little bit with my plant food. This one, I'm just gonna put a little bit of water because the soil is so moist. Now my aloe is not looking good at all. Hopefully it's gonna feel better soon. My friend said it was so sad because it was not watered consistently, so I have to keep an eye on it. And then this one here, I use this Miracle Grow maybe once every few months, so I feel like this is a good time. I forgot a plant. I forgot this cute tiny baby, and it outgrew its pot, and it's time for me to put it in a bigger one. These are very popular in France, and they are my favorite chocolate. It's just from the brand Nestlé. You can use it to create all of the chocolate desserts you can imagine. For today, I think I'm just gonna do a mousse au chocolat. It is very easy to make. All you have to do is mix this specific chocolate. So sorry if you don't live in France or if you don't have access to it. I actually am in Brooklyn, and every time I go back to France, I will buy some and put some in my luggage. It's very easy to bring back, or I'll have my friends and family visiting bring me some. So I always have some on hand, and since I am having dinner tonight with two close friends of mine who are also French, I figured it was the best opportunity to make my mousse. So literally all you have to do is mix one of these with 6 eggs, and I think I only have 4 eggs left. All good. I've got my 6 eggs. That was close. So that's literally it. All these 2 ingredients, we're gonna do it together. So all you have to do is melt the chocolate in a bain-marie. So if you don't know what bain-marie is, it is just this technique where you will melt the chocolate in a saucepan, and that small saucepan is actually inside of a bigger saucepan that has hot water in it. It allows for the chocolate to melt without being burnt, and it is very often used in French cuisine or French patisserie baking, but I'm sure it's used elsewhere as well. But bain-marie is the name of it, as in Bath Mary or Marie, which Marie is my second name. So perfect. While my chocolate is melting here in my bain-marie, I'm gonna take care of the eggs. I will serve my mousse in this container here. It's plastic and so it's light and easy to transport. This here is my mixing bowl for my whites. I just have to separate the yolks from the whites. I've got my compost bin here. Okay, oh no, I've got a little bit of a shell. It's best to catch the shell with eggshell. I don't know the physics behind it, but it sort of catches it better, more easily than with a spoon. But all of my eggshells are already in the compost bin, so now I'm just gonna monter mes blancs en neige. I don't know how you say that in English. I'm just gonna whisk my whites until it gets nice and white and fluffy. Perfect. That's it, that's what you want. Whoop. Now my yolks and my chocolate are mixed. I'm gonna add about 1/3 of my whites. Not worrying too much about breaking the whites here because we will add the rest of it more delicately. And now the rest of it has to be incorporated smoothly. I like to make sure that it is smooth, but it is homemade and you don't want it completely smooth. Keeping just a little bit of lumps will make it extra special. Of course, right now it is at room temperature, but I'm gonna put this in the fridge for at least 3 hours. It was absolutely delicious. My friends kept having more and more. Our community is growing and I'm extremely grateful that you're here choosing to spend your time with me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe so you're not gonna miss my next video. I am really looking forward to see you then. Enjoy the rest of your week and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!